Los jugadores están entrando al campo de juego.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
I was trying to skip past his man. Some good work on the right flank here. Knocks it into space. That is a great pick out. Can he finish? It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Número 9.
Argentina are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Played into space. Can he latch onto this? Montiel has the space to scheme. Stiller. Adeyemi. Can he get on the end of this? Great work on the overlap. Montiel is there, and he can get that clear. De Paul.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Paredes. McAllister. Musiala. Made out to the left flank. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Takes a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Paredes. It's a loose ball. Goes for a shot! And that's in! Minimal lapse, maximum punishment. How that hurts.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Germany cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Montiel, can he get onto this? Messi receives it in a wide position. Oh, now here's it. And a chance! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Musiala. Gets a good foot in there. Great vision. Pass somewhat off target. Argentina are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how...
He's in one-on-one. Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Wirtz plays it in. Tries to play it through.
Germany really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And he's there to get it away. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Montiel, who's set up one goal so far. He's a sharp little ball here. Tagliafico. McAllister.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now that looks a decent ball. Tagliafico. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Yeah, and I think the ref has just reminded him that he'd been warned earlier.
Cambio.
Rising over the bar.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Kimmich. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Knocks it out wide. This looks promising. Andrić. Nicely aimed pass. That has been slung wide. Wirtz finding himself in space. Looking to play him in. De Paul looking to add to his goal. Now it's Havertz. Gnabry.
Germany really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Messi gets into a good position.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Havertz. And that interception. And the referee brings it to a close. Argentina pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Alvarez taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Tries one from range. That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Douglas Luiz, João Pedro, here's onto this. Joelinton! So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I'm a real fan of this fella, Lewis Skelly, who I see as a real all-round midfielder. He can do everything. I've seen him play every role from a number 10, breaking lines with his lovely little intricate passes, to that single pivot in midfield, like a real controller of the game, where he's shown genuine composure and pressing resistance.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Kane. Now it's Bellingham. Carlos Augusto promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Kane. And it's made its way to him. Shoots! And one more try! Goal! England! England take the lead. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Brazil are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Brazil with the corner. They're first. Neymar plays it short. Has to go back here. Tries to play it through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's a promising position. Oh, that's fabulous. Great chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's got away. Can he get on the end of this? He's looking wide. Foden. Rafinha. He shifted it to the flank. Neymar has it in a wide position. He's had a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Neymar just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
He has found the way through. Crosses it in. He's done well to get that clear. That's destined for the flank. Oh, that's clever. Stones kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Spread it left. Foden. Now it's Bellingham. He's found the way through. Lucas Perry claims it. Safe hands.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He's on it. Can he get away? Luis pinches it off him.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Kane. Played out to the left flank. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Carlos Augusto. And it's Neymar. Now it's Pedro. Now it's Douglas Luiz. Neymar. It's Neymar! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Brazil have their second corner now. Bruno Guimaraes! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Foden looking to receive it in space. Bruno Guimaraes. And the referee has blown for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Brazil unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Sostituzione per il Brasile. Numero 7. Lascia il campo per
Away we go again.
Numero 24.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Marquinhos. Brazil come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Rice. Palmer. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And a shot! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
England are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Saka for Palmer. Ambitious ball here. That's good vision. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Foden. Chooses to go crossfield. Aimed beyond the defence. Saka picks it up out wide. Saka's delivery. And it's claimed by the keeper. Brazil still have the cards to affect this game. Now it's Kane. Foden. It's a really well-measured ball. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Rafinha. Looking for options for movement. Rafinha. Can he finish? Oh, split-second reaction.
Rafinha clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Saka. He's looking unstoppable. Bruno Guimaraes gets in to thwart him. Out again for a throw-in. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And here's Saka. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, some tackle that. He's trying to hit the front line here. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Kane. And he is dashing away. Now it's Rafinha. Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. Now it's Kane. England couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And that has been knocked clear. Out for a throw. England can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. England making further changes here, and in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Takes aim and crosses. Gabriel getting this one clear. Rashford. Lucas Paqueta.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Kane unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's having a shot! And again! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. He is through here. Decent chance! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper. Brazil are looking to go forward now. That has been cut short. And here's Rashford. He's found a way through. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
He's trying to... And that's off target. Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo. Brazil with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. Brazil have their third corner. And time is up. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
che è possibile seguire l'esibizione del nostro ospite d'onore anche sul maxi schermo.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like... Shot, surely! He scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Brazil finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rafinha sends it crossfield. Neymar engages and forces him off the ball. Rice. Now it's Kane. He's on it. Can he get away? Foden is onto this. João Pedro. Played down the flank. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's Neymar! It's a goal! They're level in H. Rice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Brazil restore parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
He has found a way through. Linton. Oh, they could break here. Rafinha providing an outlet on that flank. And he's had it nicked away. Alexander-Arnold. He's in plenty of space here, and he's picked it up out wide. He is through here. Drills, chance for a shot! Goal, England! And they've got their lead back. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And this is... And the shot! Oh, he's fallen kindly here. And yes, it's there! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Quite a game this, all square again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Backward it goes, opts to play it back. Can he finish? Priceless from Palmer! A finish right from the top draw! And they're back in front! He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
England have their lead. Pleasingly open affair so far. Goals wherever you look. And he goes cross-field. And it's Neymar. Palmer. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. It's a pretty loose pass. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's got away. Ball swung in, and straight back out.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Rafinha! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Rafinha really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Lewis Skelly. Palmer. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Out towards the flank. Neymar on a strong run here. No, that's been intercepted.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Brazil are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Now it's Foden.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
That had too much on it. Palmer. Bellingham. That's destined for the flank. No, he's not getting his way this time. He's having a shot! And that's a sharp finish! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. England now in a position far more desirable.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Lucas Perry deals with that nice and simple. Douglas Luiz. Neymar, rapid and full of intent. Neymar.
Oh, great feat, that.
Here comes the cross. Oh, he's seen that early. That's the end of the first 45. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. Away we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Danilo receives it in a wide position. And he's whipped it across. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And that has left him in a heap. Rice. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Kane. Spread it left. Foden, and he's managed to get free. It's a sweeping cross. Goes for a shot! And now they can clear their lines.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Rice chooses to go crossfield. And it's Lewis Skelly. Bruno Guimaraes cuts it out. Now it's Rafinha.
This is the time you need that pace. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Good ball, good shoots! Straight at the keeper.
Joe Linton really isn't likely to reflect kindly on that. He doesn't need to be told, he knows.
Palmer has found the net here, of course. Now it's Saka. He's found the way through. It's Kane! Joe Linton. That's tidy. João Pedro. That's the keeper's ball. Foden, who's set up one goal so far. Bellingham. And Guéhi. Rice. Looking for options for movement. Flings in across. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Linton, spread to the right. Foden. Now it's Kane. Linton. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, it's played into the area. Foden. Palmer. Can he get it through?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's picked his way through. Great chance! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Alexander-Arnold goes short. Eze's cross. Carlos Augusto getting this one clear. That's very neat. And now a sudden chance to counter. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Eze. So much time. Oh, shooting chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.